So here I am again, children, with my next video on factorization on exercise 5C. Children, you have done this formula before and you are very familiar with this formula since 6th standard. Let me explain once again with you that the formula on which this exercise is based is a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b bracket a minus b bracket. So this formula is not new for you. How you will apply the formula in the questions? Some are very easy, which you have done before, but some are little typical. Once I will explain and they will be really very easy for you. So don't worry, come along with me. So we'll be starting with exercise 5C, question number 3. Here I start with the exercise 5C, question number 3. Before that, children, I have written the formula on the top. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. First term plus second term, first term minus second term. Always remember that, children, that the first term whole square should be there. Whole square. For example, see, question number 3 of the same exercise, I have a whole square minus 81b minus c whole square. 81 is not in the whole square. So first I will make whole square of 81. You know 81 can be written as 9. So I have written 9. See the brackets I have put 9 bracket inside b minus c whole square. I'll multiply 9b minus 9c whole square, and then the formula is first term plus second term, first term minus second term. So a plus 9b minus 9c, a minus 9b minus 9c. The benefit of the putting the bracket is that you know that if minus is outside the bracket, the sign of the inside changes. Most of you will forget if you will write directly. That is why make it a habit of writing the second term always in the bracket. But if you are well versed with the formula and you know the fact that if the minus is outside the bracket and the sign will change, then there is no problem at all. Since you are doing since 6th standard, I am hoping that you know all these things. Then similarly, moving to same lines, question number 4th, same 25 2a minus b whole square 81b square. See, I have written 25 as 5 2a minus b whole square. I made the first term a whole square. 2a minus b square and 5 into 2a minus b whole square means full term is in square now. 25, which was not, I have done it. And 81b square, again I made the whole square of it, 9b. Usually in the question I was reading it as 81b square, but when I made the whole square, I am reading it as 9b whole square. Again the formula is same. You multiply 5 inside, 10a minus 5b. So a plus b, 10a minus 5b plus b, a minus b. Take care of the signs, because if it is minus sign outside, the sign inside will change. Again then you do the needful, 10a, 9b minus 5b, 4b, 10a minus 14b. So this is your quiet answer, 10a. Similarly, moving to 5th sum, first get it in the form. See, I have a cube, but I need square. And you know very well know that in 50 and 2 is also common. So I will take 2a common. Once I take 2a common, see, you are very well left with 2a you have taken. So this will be 25a square. 25, as I am writing with the red pen so that it is very clear to you, minus 1. So this will be, children, 2a. Now I will write the second term as 5a whole square minus 1, or 2a outside the bracket. Once it will be plus and once it will be minus. So 5a plus 1, 5a minus 1. What I did, I just took 2a outside. So 25 is a 50 and a I have taken. So in place of a cube, we are left with a square. This 2a is common and the next is your answer. Moving to 7th sum, same method, same sum. Now a cube and 3 can be taken out. So I took 3a cube common. I'm left with a square and 108 becomes 36. Again you can write 36 as 6 whole square, then 3a cube, a plus 6, a minus 6. See how easy it is if you will not cram. You just have to put in your mind that I have to get the terms either in a whole square minus b whole square, so that I can put the formula a plus b into a minus b. When this concept will be in your mind, children, you will do the sums very easily. You have to get the whole square, both the terms, first term whole square, second term whole square, and the sign should be minus in between. Then moving to question number 8, same method. 9a minus 2 whole square, which I have written as 3, because the square of 3 is the square, 9 is the square of 3, so 3a minus 2 whole square. Similarly 16 written as 4, because 4 square is 16, so 4a plus 2 whole square. Just multiply inside, it will make it easy. So 3a minus 6, 4a plus, inside you have to multiply 4a plus 8. Then once plus and once minus. A first term plus second term. This is first term, second term, first term, second term. Just be careful. See, I have not put the bracket here, but I have changed the sign. If you want to go for one more step, you put minus here, then this will be plus, which ultimately will become minus 8. And then rest is your answer. This question is very, very important where paper is concerned. Very important for the paper, even 5th one. This type of questions, 7th one, these types of questions come in the exam. They are one of the questions which every examiner would like to test with you. Then moving to question number 10th. The question is a cube plus 2a square minus a minus 2. Question number 9th I have done. So question number 9th, it is very simple. See, this is question number 9th. And the question is a raised to power 4 minus 1. So this is a square whole square. I have written a raised to power 4 as a square whole square, because 2 to the 4 minus 1 can be written as square, because 1 square or 1 means 1 and the same thing. Again the formula a plus b, a minus b, so a square plus 1, a square minus 1. Now this first term I can't do anything, so I left it like that only. But this again you can put the formula a plus 1 into a minus 1. So this is how you do it. Again children, this question is also important. Then come to question number 12th. 12th question is a into a minus b into b minus 1. A square minus a, I have multiplied, minus b square minus into minus plus b. See what I did? I interchanged the places of third and second. In place of second I got b square just to do the sum. This step is important. Once you will do the sum or twice, the question will be very, very well versed with you. So a square minus b square, take minus common. If I take minus common, a will become plus inside the bracket, plus b will become minus b. Rest you know. A plus b into a minus b, and a minus b is the common factor. You take it out and this is your required answer. This type of sums are very, very important where exams are concerned. Then coming to or moving to question number 13. Again the same type of sum, little difference. See what in this sum you will do. 4a square minus 4b square plus bc plus c square. See what I have done. This is the type of the question I have been given in the question, that is question number 13. 4a whole square can be written as 2a whole square. But this second, third and fourth term you change it into perfect square. When you will use the formula a plus b whole square, you will get 2b plus c whole square, because when you open this formula, this will be the answer. 2b plus 2 into 2b plus c, that is mixed term, plus c square. So a square first term ka square minus second term square, first term plus second term, first term minus second term. So see how simple it is. I have just changed the second term into perfect square. Perfect square. I am writing it with red pen so that you understand when you do it. Perfect square. If you want, I will write in the full words perfect square. Second term change into perfect square. Then come to question number 15. That is 9a square plus 3a minus 8b minus 64b square. Very simple. Just change the places And again children, if you want me to say tell you any formula I have told you. But these sums are with technique. This I am telling you since first exercise, technique plus formula. More the technique works. From here you see I am getting 64b square into second place and 3a8 minus b in the third and fourth place, and my question is done. 9a square can be written as 3a whole square, 64b square can be written as 8b whole square plus 3a minus 8b. So a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b, or a minus b, 3a minus 8b. It is very very clear that 3a minus 8b is your common factor. You took it out and rest is your answer. Am I clear? So this is how you do it. Then question number 17th. This is question number 16th I think. 16, 4a square minus, question number 16, please be careful, minus 12a plus 9 minus 49b square. Children, first three terms to be changed into perfect square again. Perfect square means 2a minus 3 whole square. 2a whole square minus 2 into 2a into 3. That means 3 to the 6 to the 12a minus plus 9 into 3 square. If you want to do, you can do one step like this, but you should not, because this you are doing since so long. You can write 2a minus 3 whole square minus 7b square. First term plus second term, first term plus second term, first term minus second term. That is your required answer. One of the important sums. Then coming to question number 19th. Again, please go to the question. The question is 4x square minus 12ax minus y square minus z square minus 2yz plus 9a square. So see, simple children, it is so simple. What I am going to do is 4x square minus 12ax, and I'll bring 9a square, which is at the last term, to the third term. I'll get it to the third term. Third place. Third term means third place. And I will take all the three other, that is y square, z square and minus 2yz at the last. And this will solve my question. See how I have done it. 4x square minus 12ax plus 9a square. I got it in the first three. And again took minus common. When I took minus common, y square minus plus, because bracket is there and minus sign outside, all the signs will change inside. See, it is very simple. Again, making perfect square. Both. Perfect square. This will be a minus b means 2x minus 3a whole square minus y plus z whole square. Y plus z. A square plus b square plus 2ab. So, a plus b, a minus b. Once you will plus, once you will minus. Again, a very important sum. See, all the sums, what I am doing is, I am making the term as a whole square, then just putting the formula and the question is solved. My technique is to get the equation in first term square minus second term square, so that I can use the formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. And doing the sums can only help you out, children. I can only explain, but until unless you put the effort, no one can help you out, not even your teacher. Then moving to question number 20, one of the again very very important sums of the paper and the favorite sums of examiner, that is a square minus 1, 20 sum, a square minus 1 into a square minus 1 into b square minus 1, b square minus 1, b square minus 1 plus 4ab. Now you will understand the question nicely from me, because these questions are little to be understood. That is why I am doing it now one by one. Multiply it. A square, b square, minus a square, minus b square, plus 1, plus 4ab. Now this step is very very important. 4ab to be written as 2ab plus 2ab. Means the same thing. 2ab you will use with the first one, a square b square plus 2ab plus 1. So I have used 1 and 2ab, one of them, and rest is minus a square minus b square plus 2ab. Now see, if I have written this with the red pen, how important this step is. I've changed 4ab into 2ab plus 2ab. Once I have used this 2ab with the first, first means first term plus the fourth term, and I completed my full perfect square, that is a square fourth term plus 1 plus 2ab. This gave me the perfect square ab plus 1 whole square. You open it, you will get your answer. Similarly, I take minus common, this will become a square plus b square minus 2ab. See children, I am explaining these sums so that when you do it, you don't find any difficulty. A square plus b square minus 2ab. After taking minus common, I put the bracket, all the signs will change. Only this step is important. Be very careful about this step. Then of course same thing, ab plus 1 plus a plus b, ab plus 1 minus a minus b will become plus, because if you want to, I'll explain once again, minus a minus b, open the bracket, this will become plus. So first term square minus second term square. Ultimately the formula used will be same, but the thing is you have to get the equation into that term. Once you get the equation in the term, same that particular manner or that particular formula, nothing is difficult. Just trust me children, you have to do these sums once or twice and questions are in your control, but not without practice. If you will not practice, you will always get doubts and you will say, ma'am, this is difficult. But frankly speaking, these exercises are very, very easy and you cannot make any calculation mistakes. So once you do it properly, the questions are in your control. Next also, same thing, I would love to explain this question. Question number 21, I think, x4 plus x square plus 1. See how to change now. I have to change in the pattern of a square minus b square. What I will do? X raised to power 4 plus x square plus 1. I'll make this x square to be 2x square. I can do it. Plus 1. But I can't change the question. How can I change the question myself? So what I will do, how much I plus, I will minus here. So ultimately my statement is not changing. When you will solve this, I'll get same thing. So my statement is not changing, but to get the form, I have done this. Now see, a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. This is first 3 minus x whole square. Or you can write like this, x square plus 1 whole square minus x square, or a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a plus b, and of course a minus b. This is your required answer. So this step is important. Be careful. I have written x square. I am marking with red pen 2x square. I have written this x square as 2x square, but I have added 1, so I have subtracted also. Basically, my question is not changing. Question does not change. Just the form is changed, just because I need to get it in the form of a square minus b square. Until I do these changes, I won't be able to do it. So I hope you have understood. Then, coming to the next question, that is question number 23. One of again very important sums. Just a little difference. You know this. I'll just explain you hurriedly. X square plus y square minus 9z whole square. One sum I will do. Though they are not very important, but the type is there mentioned, so we'll go through it. X square plus 4y square minus 9z square whole square minus again 16 x square y square. See how I solve it. This will be x square plus 4y square plus minus 9z square whole square minus 4xy whole square. I have written as 16 as 4. This I have explained you in the previous questions also. Now a square minus b square is equal to a plus b. So this whole will be first term square and this will be second term square. X square plus 4y square minus 9z square plus 4xy. And x square plus 4y square minus 9z square minus 4xy. A plus b, a minus b. Now see, this question does not finish here itself. X square plus 4xy plus 4y square. I collected them in the first, second and third position and wrote 9z square as 3z whole square. Similarly here also, x square plus 4y square, or you write the mixed term in between, minus 4xy plus 4y square minus 3z whole square. So this will be x plus 2y whole square minus 3z whole square. Again, x plus 2y plus 3z, x plus 2y minus 3z. Similarly with the second term, I will write as x minus 2y whole square. You know what I am doing. I am making perfect square. Perfect square means a plus b whole square or a minus b. Both the equations. So this will be minus 3z whole square. Again this will also become x minus 2y plus 3z, x minus 2y minus 3z. So see how long the question goes and concept remains the same. Only if you understand the concept, then only you will be able to do it. And concept is very simple, that you have to get it in the formula a square minus b square, and the questions are in your hands. Then come to question number 25th. A square minus b square minus a plus b whole square. So I am doing this sum now. A square, easy one and important for paper. It comes mostly the question from this exercise, especially this particularly this exercise comes in compulsory section. So see, a square minus b square, a square minus b square minus a plus b whole square. Very simple, children. A square minus b square minus a plus b whole square. This is what I have got. I write it like this: a plus b, a minus b minus a plus b whole square. You can take common. One of them can be taken common, so you take it common. What can you take common? You can take common to be a plus b. You will take common, so you are left with a plus b. You take common, you are left with a minus b. From first term, this is common. This part is common, so you are left with a minus b. A plus b whole square, 1 you have taken common, next is left with you. So this is your answer. A plus b, a minus b minus a minus into plus minus b minus a plus a cancels, and you are left with a plus b minus 2b. And this sum is important for the paper, children. Be careful about it. The question is very, very important for the paper. See again, a square minus b square minus a plus b whole square. Making you explain, I am putting formula here, a plus b into a minus b. Again minus a plus b whole square. I have taken a plus b common from here, a minus b is left, and from 1 a plus b I have taken common, so 1 is left. Doing this I got the answer. Moving to question number 26th. Again a very simple one. Easy and simple. 26th sum is 9a square minus a square minus 4 whole square. This question came in exam last year. Question number 26th, I think it is. It came in exam, very easy. 3a whole square minus a square minus 4 whole square. So you are left with 3a whole square, 3a, first term plus second term, a square minus 4, and 3a minus a square. You put it in the bracket, and this is your question. a square plus 3a minus 4, and you are left with minus a square plus 4. You can write plus 3a plus 4. You know what to do. This is sum product. If you can factorize, you go further. If you cannot factorize, you leave it, just write it. It is not factorizable. So I just made you understand that first term square minus second term square, first term plus second term, first term minus second term. Then you write it in the form of quadratic equation, or the questions we have done in the second exercise means 5b, in which you have to find the sum as well as the product. If you can do it, well and good. If you can't do it, you can leave the question. Otherwise, I'll just give you the hint that this will become to be a square plus 4a minus a minus 4. Similarly, you do this also, minus a square plus 4a plus a. You need 3 minus a plus 4, and you get the needful. This question is important. Be careful about it. Then moving to question number 27th, again a very, very important sum, children. 27 sum, very important. This exercise is little lengthy. I know this is lengthy, but you know all of the sums are of same pattern. This is what I have got. I think x square plus 1 by x square minus 11. See, I again have to change into perfect square. Very simple, don't worry. See, x square plus 1 over x square. Can I write 11 as minus 2 minus 9? Can I? Of course I can. Now you do this, and question is in your hands. See, x minus 1 by x whole square, 3 whole square. A plus b, a minus b, x minus 1 by x plus 3, x minus 1 by x minus 3. This minus 11 to be written as minus 2 minus 9. So question will also not change, and again we'll get our format which we need. So you work with your brain. Put it in your mind that you want the concept of a square minus b square. Once you get it, see how easy are the questions. Then moving on to question number 28, also I'll give you the hint. Very simple one. I'll just give you the hint so that you can do it, because they are little different format. 4x square plus 1 over 4x square plus what is given? Plus 1. So children, I have to write this. See, 4x square plus 1 over 4x square. Can I write like this? Just tell me, can I write like this? Yes, of course I can. Because this will become 2x plus 1 by 2x whole square minus 1 square. The question will also not change, and I will get the format of a square minus b square. Because the questions in exercise 5c are all based on a square minus b square, and that is my formula, a plus b into a minus b. Then moving on to the last sum, 30th, a square into b plus c. A square into b plus c. So very simple sum. Again, same method, a square into b plus d. This is 30th sum of the exercise. B plus c minus b plus c whole cube. You take common, children. The question is in your hand again. B plus c I took common. I took common from the first term. I am left with a square. Took common from the second term. 3 is there. 1 I took out. B plus c whole square. See, got the format. A square minus b square, first term minus second square. So a plus b plus c, or a minus b minus c. Why minus? Because if I write like this, this will be plus, and if I open the bracket, this is your answer, a minus b minus c. So children, all the questions, same pattern I have followed, tried my best to make you understand, have given you the solutions of almost 95% of the sums. Then also, if you have any doubts, I am still waiting for it. Please do these exercises thoroughly. If you will do it once with seeing the books, twice without seeing the books, and third times, just trust me, children, these questions will be in your hands. Trust your teacher. So please work hard on it. You cannot leave the chapters, because questions from these exercises will come in compulsory section. Watch the video again and again. Find out the doubts, the things which you are not able to understand. WhatsApp me, and you know that I am always there for you. Thank you so much. Have a good day.